Hook and Ladder was founded by Cecil and Christine DeLoach, and that's a real powerhouse name in wine here in the Russian River Valley. They founded a winery back in the 70s called DeLoach Winery, iconic, really pioneering.
My family are the original founders of DeLoach Vineyards, which was developed in the early 70s. My grandpa started that actually. He was still working as a San Francisco firefighter when he bought his very first piece of land, which was 28 acres of old vine Zinfandel, located right next to where we are currently at Hook and Ladder. The original goal with that was, he wanted a property to retire on. He's a farmer, he likes to grow things, and initially they were selling that fruit. As time had gone on, he started making his own wine and then developed DeLoach Vineyards. And DeLoach Vineyards, over time, became very large.
Cecil and Christine sold DeLoach Winery in 2003 and retained about 200 plus acres here in Russian River Valley and Chalk Hill, and wanted a project that was back to the roots, where we were able to really manifest and explore wines that were terroir driven, small batch.
I've been at Hook and Ladder since 2006. I came on board as my grandpa was still developing Hook and Ladder as a full functioning winery, going on 15 years as winemaker.
Here at Hook and Ladder, service to our community is an absolute integral part of what our mission statement is, being that we have a history with firefighters and Cecil DeLoach being a firefighter from San Francisco for 17 years before getting in the wine industry. There was absolutely always this ingrained portion of our following that was service members, and we felt like you have to be a leader if you're going to carry the torch of having this firefighter and this service type of history.
My role as winemaker at Hook and Ladder Winery is to facilitate all winemaking processes, right? So bringing fruit from the vineyard, calling the picks, getting the fruit in the winery, processing all the way down from the grape to the bottle.
Hook and Ladder makes 28 different wines. That's a lot of wines. We only distribute nationally 7 of them, and we have very, very little international footprint. We specialize in quality and variety. I think we're a winery of choice. Here in the Russian River Valley, of course, Chardonnay and Pinot tend to dominate the scene, and we make 6 different Chardonnays, 6 different Pinot Noirs, so that's our core philosophy of what we want to produce, recognizing what the terroir can bring to these varietals. However, in Chalk Hill, we're also really able to get more expansive. We grow Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Sangiovese. So I do think that if you're looking for a quality drink of wine and also are not somebody that likes to stay in the box, this is a perfect winery for you to engage in because we have a range.
We have this nice fog layer, and so what that's allowing us to do is to have a really nice extended growing season. And so we're able to really track this along and fine tune the flavor of the fruit from the very beginning, making sure it tastes near perfect or as best as we could get it. And that extended growing season, that ability to do that gives us more time to just kind of try to plot it out and figure where we are. And that's why the wines that we make are very fruit forward in style. My favorite part of the job is the overall process, right? So just planning everything out, getting it executed, making wine from the grape all the way to the bottle. It's just the overall encompassing process of physically getting it done and planning it out and seeing a good product being made.
When consumers think about our wine, I want them to think about the service to our community, the stewardship of our land, the hard work that goes into every glass. There's nothing more satisfactory to any of us than seeing our wine shared with family and friends and putting smiles on faces.